88.9 FM. WDNA.
And we're back on the air. We have Lannie Battistini with us. You're in Tampa area, right?
Yes, I'm here in Brandon, Tampa.
You've been busy, from what I've been following and on Facebook and all that.
Yeah, I've been doing a couple of performances around here in the area and working on my new album and working on another project for an artist in Puerto Rico and just keeping busy, Last year was kind of slow, so this year it started great with a bang, so I'm sticking to it as much as I can.
And you keep at it, my friend. Well, let's talk about your most recent release before we go to what's coming up in the pike. But we got Hands in Motion.
Yes.
That's a great release. We've been playing it a lot here at the station.
Thank you.
You've gotten a lot of great compliments on that. How do you feel about it?
Well, I think it was an achievement because I've been waiting on that. I've been working on that album. I worked up that album like four years. And not because it was difficult. It's just that it was actually difficult to put the time together to get all this time available to me to begin working on my material, what I was working for other artists in the area, So it's, I think this album is the reflection of the talents and of the players that are involved in there, and their spirit comes across, and I'm very, very happy with it. It's done very well. It's been played in 19 states around USA and outside the continent. Europe has been playing, and it has reached top 10 and top 20 places. Gozando, the song that I kind of least expected to be hitting the charts because I thought it would be like a filler, got to number one in Hawaii and Texas. And I'm telling you, it's just like, the audience is something else. You can never predict it,
Yeah, you just have to stick with it. And
I had so much material stored in the drawer that I'm getting out. Some material that I have here, like for example, Lannie Samba. I wrote that song in the 70s when I was attending Berkeley in Boston.
You mentioned Berkeley. Why don't you just give us a little background on your career?
Well, basically, I began playing the piano at a very early age. I was like 4 years old, 5 years old, somewhere around there. Even probably earlier, that I would go and visit my grandma about 4 hours trip from Mayaguez to Aguas Buenas, where she used to live, and she had this little organ, and my brothers would be running around, and I would be stuck in the room with a little piano. And then it evolved to a bigger organ by a friend, given to me by a friend, and then another bigger organ, purchasing it, because I played organ before I played the piano. And I left to Boston, and there I met with people like Humberto Ramirez, who was there too back then, as a student, Tommy Villarini, great artists right now, people that are well known right now were there. And I graduated with an arranging degree with minors in songwriting and film scoring. And it was great. I miss Berkeley. There's not a world like that in music. That's like a fantasy world,
Listen, you've got a new CD coming out. You gave me a couple of tracks. I thank you very much for doing that. Let's go ahead and talk about that a little bit, because I know one of them is Gozando again, a remake.
Yes, I did a remake of it where I made it when I put the first album out containing the original Gozando. I got some reviews where they said they would want to have like a more spicy, a little bit more Latin flavor to it. And I figured, wow, why not, man? I love it. So I went down and I got some horn players into local area horn players here in Brandon, Tampa. And I recorded the song. I redid the piano, redid the bass, redid everything. I pretty much used the same percussion that I had, but I kind of molded around the horn section. I'm sorry, and it came out, I think, nice. I like it. I like it.
Why don't we listen to it?
Yes, let's do that.
I have it queued up, ready to go. So let's go ahead and listen to that for a little bit, and then we'll come back and talk for a few more minutes. Lannie, thank you very much for being with us. Okay, don't go anywhere.
Thank you.
Don't go anywhere. Stay where you are, okay?
Okay.
The Latin Jazz Quarter on 88.9 FM and worldwide via the internet, WDNA.org. I'm Orlando Suarez, your host this afternoon, and I've got Lannie Battistini on the phone with me. Lannie, what you think of that?
I love it, man. I love it, man. I love the energy of that song, man. It's
Yeah.
really now it's really gozando, gozando.
Gozando. That hasn't been published yet, right?
Yes, it's out. It's out. It's out. I have it in all the major internet stores, Amazon.
And what's
iTunes.
the name of the CD on that one? On that version, what's the name of the CD?
Well, this is a single. I put it out like a single on iTunes and TuneCore. Yes, so you can go right there into the main stores and the internet and get it as Gozando Remake. Yeah,
fantastic, great. And
but that's going to be contained. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm gonna put it together with the At the Top. With the title of the album, I'm thinking it's going in the direction of At the Top. Mm-hmm. So this one is going to be contained, and I'm going to have mostly brass arrangements on that album. It's going to be like a bigger. Remember that Humberto, a while back, Humberto Ramirez, I want to mention that he comes out every once in a while and puts like a big band thing.
Right.
And, well, this one is more like it's not a big band, but it's a four-horn type of writing so that people can enjoy fuller sounding arrangements and more tropical,
Yeah, it sounds great, fantastic. So this new album At the Top that you're working on, what are you looking at for the date?
It seems like it's going to be by September.
Fantastic. Listen, I want to thank you again for taking the time to be with us this afternoon. I'm going to be closing shortly with At the Top. I have a copy of that as well that Lannie sent me. So I'm okay to play that as well, Lannie?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Fantastic. Lannie, thank you again. Say hi to your wife, and look forward to seeing you guys pretty soon.
Thank you very much for the opportunity, okay?
Okay, and we're going to be closing it off with At the Top, Lannie Battistini from upcoming release, maybe in September of this year. Take care, Lannie.
Thank you. See you later.
All right, bye-bye.
88.9 FM. WDNA.